Hello everybody, it's the 22nd of July 2015, it's Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. Now, what I have here in front of me is a bottle gourd growing outside against this south-facing wall. Now, they're known as bottle gourds in the UK, or I believe in the Indian term for them is doodi, and I believe the Filipinos, they call it upo. I might be wrong, correct me if I am please. Now, I'm growing many in the polytunnel as you know, but I've also wanted to grow one outside to see how they do. Now you can see this here is a male flower. Now this came out yesterday. They're quite nice looking flowers. It was white when it came out. Now it's starting to sort of go away now. So that's a male flower, and this is a female flower. Now the female ones are where the fruit or vegetable, whatever you want to call it, comes from. So what you have to do is this should eventually come out and you have to fertilise it. So you can either leave it to chance and let the insects do it, or you can do it yourself with like a little paintbrush or something. So what you would do is you take the pollen from here, and when this flower comes out you gently put it on here. Now there's lots of insects around here. I mean, you can see one here, look, this is you can see that little hoverfly there, look, there's lots of hoverflies around here. This is helped very much by the fact that there are these dandelions here, and there's lots of little flowers, wild flowers, that I've left in this garden deliberately to attract pollinators. So that's what you would do. But you can see the fruit is starting to form, and there's one here, and there's another one here. Now, and a third one here. Now, I've been told these produce about 4 per plant. Hoping that's about right, because 4, they do get quite big, so 4 plants, 4 vegetables or fruits, whatever, from this plant, I would be extremely happy with. So that's how you fertilise them. We'll just go into the polytunnel and I'll show you some that I've got growing in there. Okay, so here we are in the polytunnel. I'm fast starting to call it the jungle tunnel because it is resembling that, but I've got about 2 or 3 growing here. I set too many. I wasn't expecting them to all survive, but they all lived and they're all doing very well. So what we've got here, we've got a male flower here, but I'm finding it hard to find the female flowers, to be honest. They're probably underneath all this, but I've got to go through this later and do maybe some fertilisation myself if that is the case. So you can see flowers here about to come, and flowers here, 2 more down there. Okay, so there we go. So you get the general idea. You have to it's important to fertilise them yourself if you cannot hand fertilisation, if you cannot guarantee insects. But as you can see in this polytunnel, there are little insects flying around. Hoverflies are very good for pollinisation, and I have even had wasps in here. I mean, I don't mind wasps too much. Obviously they do sting, but they do have a purpose of they can pollinate for you. Now what I've done is I've left as you see of this polytunnel, I've left the door wide open, so this door is open all day. And what I do then, I don't have to worry too much about fertilisation, but look, there's many insects in here all doing the bit of the pollination for me. So you can see I've also trained them up here. So they're growing very fast, and the plan is, as that's a wasp, as long as the weather carries on, holds out, I'm going to train them all over this polytunnel. This should extend the season by 6 weeks or so, so hopefully I'll still have some gourd plants doing well in October time. I'll be very happy with that, because there are about 3 bottle gourd plants in here, and if each one produces 4 gourds, I'll have about 12, so that will be quite handy. Okay then, so if there's any questions on bottle gourds or anything, please feel free to ask, and we will speak soon.